Yeah, right. Ready? You sure?
Hope so.
We just kidding.
Better be.
All right, we'll be back inside.
Wait, no,
of course,
that's sending his tweet here. Hold on.
He's sending
it would be live. Oh,
we are live and we're back
That was
inside. We Sports, of course, you're looking at Sportlight. Steve Brandis, top triathlete coach from the United States. He says he's done, how many Ironmans have you done, Steve?
I have finished 8. I finished 8. I've started 10, but haven't finished 2. So, but 8.
And what's your fastest time? 'Cause I need something to aim at because Ricardo has threatened me and I am putting it out there to the world that I will do a faster Ironman than Ricardo Chachin ever, right? So that's there. It's out there. It's out there. But what's the time that you did?
This year was my best time. I went 9:39 at Arizona.
That might be a little hard for me, but
It'll be tough. It'll be tough.
yeah, that might be tough for me. 9:39. Yeah. That might be a tad. That might be a tad over my ability.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Steve, tell us about the camp that you're doing here for young triathletes and young elite triathletes from the Caribbean.
Yeah. So this camp's been it's an invitation only camp, right? So every athlete here got an invitation from the Trinidad and Tobago Federation. So they were invited in. They were selected as athletes who they viewed as having a good level of talent and who they think that could take it to the next level. And so they kind of brought an outside coach in to have a fresh pair of eyes look at these guys and just see who has it.
And what have you seen? What have you observed about our athletes here in the Caribbean?
Yeah, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent here, and it's they're good swimmers, they're exceptional bike riders, and they're good runners. So I think really it's just once we leave, we just need to have a good plan set up to just how to continue the progress from what they've learned here and just keep them on a good route.
How did you get involved in triathlon?
Yeah, so I started as a triathlete. I started as a triathlete about 10 years ago, and shortly after I started coaching. And my background is in track and field. I was a track and field coach for 5 years while doing triathlon coaching, and I just kind of progressed into the USAT coaching model, and yeah, it's been going well.
Let me ask you, I always think that running is a strong point of triathlon. Having done a good one. But do you find that that's the same thing, or do you find that swimmers tend to make better people who come out of swimming? Because cycling sucks. It doesn't suck in terms of it's the best sport. It just sucks for triathlon.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and too with the format of triathlon that these guys are going to be training for, I mean, the swim is critical. I mean, and these guys have to be incredible swimmers, and they have to be near the front the whole time, because if they're not, they're just playing catch-up the whole day. And I always think of it, I mean, running or swimming puts you into the game, and running is what seals the deal.
Right. Now, you're talking about Olympic format.
Yep.
What is a good time, I mean, even for junior level, what is a good time swim over the well, it'll be 1,500 meters?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be swimming in an Olympic distance, 18 minutes. It's fast. I mean, these are high-caliber swimmers, but these are people who've been doing it for 15 years, 20 years. So these guys are still young, and they still have 5-6 years to get to that level. So, but from what we've seen, they're getting there.
Wow,
yeah.
18 minutes.
So if you had to scout from scratch,
Right.
you would look at swimmers first.
We would look at athletes who started with a swim background, but who also kind of ran like parallel to it. But I mean, these guys run at a world-class level as well. I mean, so when you look at the world level, I mean, they can run. They can run 5K in 14 minutes off the bike. It's you have to have a dual background for sure, but swimming is important, definitely.
I mean, in my own personal experience, Chris, I can tell you, if you can't swim.
But you can't swim, right?
Yeah.
No, I could swim, just not as fast as anybody else in the race.
Well,
that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
Let me give you a story before we go any further.
Okay.
The last time
Rumors.
we attempted to swim,
Okay.
it was a 50-meter pool. He dives in, he says, hey, I'm going to swim. He reaches halfway.
35 at least.
He reached 35. I'll give him that.
35?
He reached 35 meters and he stopped and he started to gasp and he says, Chris, I didn't realize it was so long. The 50 meters.
Yeah, I don't.
Listen.
Go
The
ahead.
pool I used to train in wasn't even 20 meters. Okay?
Obviously,
so
wasn't
I
even 5. Wasn't even 5 meters.
I was
right?
accustomed dying around 15 to 17 meters.
Oh my
So
God.
I doubled that, okay? Folks.
Well,
Let's go to the video. No, we
I think
don't
it'd be
have
safe. You probably wouldn't get an invitation. Just
No, I probably would have to sit that one out.
Yeah, maybe next year, but
Yeah.
not this year for sure.
What is the hope of the camp, though? What is the objective of the camp at the end of it?
Yeah, I think one is definitely to identify what athletes we feel that have just the capabilities and the work ethic and the attitude to qualify for the Youth Olympic Games in 2018, and two, just to develop a good plan just to further these athletes, to just get them to a higher
level.
Yeah.
Triathlon training, I think a lot of people here, they have good running coaches, we have good swimming coaches, we have good cycling coaches, but I don't think there's that ability to coach triathlon. What's the difference between the individual coaching and doing it? Because obviously you need to have some sort of synergy between the three sports, and understanding that if you do a lot of swimming this week, how does it fit in with the cycling or the running or whatever?
Yeah, it's more so just managing it. I mean, all three. I mean, if the three coaches don't talk to each other, I think at some point the athlete's going to get hurt or burned out or not do enough or do too little. So I think the benefit of having one coach is that they can just control the whole thing and know how much to give the athlete and not how much. And really, it's just to not burn the athlete out, to keep them in the sport to 20 to 25 to 30. And sometimes when they have individual coaches, you just see a lot of burnout because it's a tough sport. I mean, these kids train a lot, and to be good at anything, you have to do a lot. So
yeah, burnout, boy.
If you had a magic wand to wave, based on your very limited, I would imagine, experience and exposure here in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
what would be the first thing that you'd try to change or fix or install?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you the best thing that I've seen here is the work ethic. I mean, these kids work incredibly hard. I would just establish just the next step, trying to get a group together for these guys to get to train a little bit harder. But I mean, we've seen the work ethic here is incredible. I just think they need another step, another training group. Yeah.
Hey, real nice. Before we go, anything that, of course, when is your next big event that you're going to be doing?
For me personally?
Yeah.
October in Louisville. It's another Ironman. So I won't do much until then, just because I'm busy coaching and I don't have a whole lot of time. But until then, yeah, October of next year is when the next race will be.
Ricardo, look out for me. Ricardo.
That's not going to be happening.
Ricardo.
Fear not, Ricardo.
Ricardo, look
He's
out.
not afraid at all. Look at his face.
Yeah.
Not,
All right, but Steve, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
appreciate it.
Right?
Yeah, man.
What
Look
we're
out
gonna
for
do?
Stephen Brandis on
Brandis.
Twitter. Just tweeted them right there, just before the
Right.
segment.
So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to actually have two young people from the camp itself, Stauble and Callum Noel, out of Grenada. They're going to sit down quickly and just talk with us. So we're taking a break. You're looking at Spotlight on We Sport.